to use the form element of Groundwork. So first, you're going to want to go to the left-hand panel and scroll down until you find Forms. You click on it, and then you can, up here, click Create New Form. And here it brings you to the form page, and you can title the form in the right here, and that will give it a title. You can control the form type, who can see it, and essentially there are various fields on the left for you to input. There are up the top ones are general things like a text input. You can drag and drop, put it in here, and you can put in paragraphs, numbers, emails, etc. You can put a header or panel, which controls the layout, and various choices like radio, drop-down, multi-select, checkboxes, or score. If you were to go here, you can also add in conditions. So if you were to have 2 radios, for example, you can say radio when is or is not, or something of that sort, and then you can this and required when. So this will show when, or this is required when. So if basically say, if they say they skipped and you want a required photos, you can make it required when they say they skipped. Stuff like that. So you can X out of here and X out of here. There are various capture things, like you can capture a photo, signature, a design markup. The design markup pulls from the design created from estimate, creates a version for the job, and then which will allow for the use of, for the on-site people to mark up one. And you can, for anything, you can mark it as required by this checkbox here. Various other things, you can create a case, which is something that needs to be fixed. A note, which is a persistent thing to always remember. You can create a fleet issue. You could put a progress note. Progress notes are things that will get sent out to the customer about how it's coming. You could put in the crew that was there, the crew lead, the service that was performed, materials that were used, or you could, this allows for multiple materials right here. You can also do site information, which will show to the person the cases, notes, and things like that. Individually, you could just say show the crew notes from the estimate, show the case, display the cases, or display the notes. All of those are things you can also add tailgates. Tailgates pull from the tailgate section of training. This will make them look at the different checkboxes and make sure you have completed them, and you can add in different tailgates. And then you can, down in the bottom right, you can assign it to a route. You can assign it to a type of work, or an operations as it's called here, a specific employee, and you can send different people to email a copy to. You can also up here toggle to a specific site, triggers, let's see, I'm trying to remember. And then if you want to fill it out, for example, here, you click Fill. This will automatically pop up in the timesheet. And for example, I'll check for both of those, and then you can hit Submit. And if I go back to this and to this, you can click Responses, and you can see that I filled it out recently, and you can click into it and see my responses, or you can download a PDF of that form response if you feel it is required. And that is the form section of Groundwork.